It's so beautiful when we all festive and just trying to enjoy this Christmas and this 2025, what's left of it, right? I'm going to be sharing with you Psalms and so many wonderful revelation from Exodus and the continuation of it. And I should be making like 2 videos, and I just want to keep enjoying the jewelry, the journals, and the scriptures with you all. Thank you for being here in Leonard Reacts. This beauty right here is from Beth the Turtle Shell. This is a Navajo huge pendant. How they put this in there? No, but it's just beautiful. Just stunning. And it's huge, beautiful amber necklace. And I'm very grateful to be, able to have this piece. I love Navajo. I just, for some reason, I'm very attracted, and it's thrown to me like that. It's just very beautiful. Anyway, his beautiful glass, I bought it from one of the resellers. Just can't remember the name, but it's just stunning. That's just piece of glass. It's just beautiful. And these are the wonderful things that we find here within the resellers, and they are perfect gifts for Christmas, whether it's jewelry, glass. Gina Glass has wonderful different glass items, as you can see when she goes live. So as you can see, and I actually turned that, it's gonna be for postcards. So everybody that sends me like a little postcard or a little thank you card is gonna go on that tree until 2026. These beautiful earrings is from Strong Minds. They're very fragile and just stunning and beautiful, and I love them. It's just amazing to be part of this community of jewelry resellers and antique and vintage items that they have to offer everyone. So every channel that I mentioned here, I participate, whether I'm moderate. I do moderate for them. I actually was in Lulu's channel, which is Venice Vintage Cafe. And she will post when she will come to her second live. We did the first live, and she was so awesome. It was just amazing to be there in her first live. It was so much fun. I just learned what not to do. Drink coffee on top of your papers. But anyway, hi everyone, welcome. This is Leonard Reacts. I'm glad you are here with me and to share this wonderful scriptures and beautiful men and women that we have here in this community. Just want to say welcome everyone once again. This is Leonard from Leonard Reacts. I'm here in the background. Here I'm going to be sharing the questions of Esdras. And you guys, I'm covering this because I'm going to tell you some of what happened. So with that being said, thank you for being here. If you're new, welcome. Fixing the chair. And here we are in this lovely spot. Let me just, there we go. See that mess right there? Look, guys, I have a bunch of little packages. I'm waiting for Deborah Barnes to email me her name and address. Malo, please. And who else? Dana already sent it. I sent 2. But I have this 2 over here. I'm sending some postcards. Some Christmas postcards. They're in Spanish. And then next to it, I put the meaning of whatever is saying in the postcard. So it's going to be cool. Hopefully you all get on before Christmas. With that being said, thank you everyone for being here. I haven't gone live, but I'm planning to. Maybe I'll do it from home. I'll invent something. And I still got to finish decorating. But yeah, I'm very thankful for each one of you that are here on a weekly basis here with me. I uploaded a couple of videos. One of them was a necklace that I had acquired a long time ago from one of the resellers. And then I have here these beauties. I think my granddaughter should be coming soon this way. This is from our beautiful, wonderful Leslie Black Duck Vintage. I love you, girl. That's my other side of Gemini. She's a Gemini like I am. So yeah, this is amber, turquoise. So it's amazing. So I'm also gonna make a short with that. She has beautiful, beautiful jewelry. Most of my rings are either from Wendy Wolf Walker that I'm gonna hopefully start getting, but are from Black Duck Vintage. This is a native ring that I had acquired from her. It's pretty, very pretty. So you see, all this kind of jewelry makes an excellent Christmas gift, birthday gifts, Mother's Day's gift, Father's Day's gift. You just want to give gift. They're awesome. I love it. This ring in particular, I got this because my husband is the Scorpio. I have a grandson, a daughter, and a husband that are Scorpio. So you can imagine Gemini and the Scorpios. Isn't so cute? No, it's not a lobster, guys. It's a Scorpio. I guarantee you. This was Leslie Black Duck Vintage ring. She was wearing it. And since I saw her with it, I'm like, I fell in love with it. Because it's cool as hell. Look at that. My surgery. But look how that looks. Just freaking amazing. Isn't that pretty? So I'm just going to have it right here. So you guys can look at it while I ring. Look at that. I read some of the question of Esdras. And it says, okay. And it says, the questions of Esdras is a series of profound spiritual questions and answers that explore the mysteries of God, creation, and the afterlife. It reflects on the nature of humanity, the wisdom of God's actions, and the purpose of human life. Is the deep reflection of the book, The Question of Esdras, is a unique test that contains a dialogue between the prophet Esdras, or Ezra, and the angel, where the questions of Esdras ask deep philosophical questions about the world, creation, and God's divine will. The book develops into a human curiosity about the origins of life, the mysteries of creation, and why things are the way they are. The question of Esther are both profound and universal, reflecting the doubts, struggles, and hopes of human beings who seek understanding of their existence. And one of the central themes in the question of Esdras is the human desire for knowledge and understanding. Esdras is not content with simply accepting the world as is. He wants to know why things happen, why there is suffering, and why the world operates in the way it does. His questions reveal a deep yearning, understanding the underlying truths of the universe, not just the surface level reality that people experience every day. This search for understanding is something that resonates deeply with us as humans.
We too are often driven by questions that seem beyond our reach. Why is there pain? Why do good things happen to bad people? What happens after we die? The questions of Esdras is in many ways a reflection on the limits of humans' understanding. The angel responds to Esdras' questions with both wisdom and mystery often. The angel reminds Esdras that some things are beyond human comprehension, but that doesn't mean they are not meaningful. The angel teaches that the human beings are not meant to understand everything. They are parts of God's plan that are hidden from us because they are too vast and complex for us to understand everything. They are parts of God's plan that are hidden from us because they are too vast and complex for us to understand everything, or for us to grasp. And it's true. This doesn't mean that we are abandoned, though. The mystery of life, in many ways, is part of the divine wisdom that calls us to trust, have faith, and find meaning in the things we cannot understand. The questions of Ezra acts reflect the struggles of many people. In times of distress and confusion, he asks, why certain things exist? Why certain events happen? And why some things just seem unjust? They are the same kinds of questions we ask when we face suffering, when we see inequality, or when we deal with loss. The angel's answers provides the philosophical perspective on the nature of life and God's purpose. He explains that God, in his wisdom, has created the world in such a way that human beings cannot truly understand everything. This divine mystery invites us to trust that there is meaning in what we cannot see, and to focus on what is within our reach, our actions, our relationship with God, our ability to love and care for others. One of the most striking aspects of the question of Esdras, it is focus on the role of human beings on the larger cosmic order. The angel explains that humans are not just random creatures, but part of a grand design. God has given humanity a unique role in his creation, and with that role comes responsibilities. The book invites readers to reflect on their place in the world, the purpose and impact they have on the world around them. We are called to understand our own limitations, but also to act in accordance with the higher wisdom that God has revealed to us, even if that wisdom is partial and incomplete. The text also touches upon the theme of the afterlife, which is common concern and in many religions and philosophical. My husband is there. Tradition. Ezra asks about the fate of souls and the rewards of punishment that await in the life after death. Ven, dame un beso, que estoy grabando. It's okay. My baby. Love you. The angel provides an answer that reflects the broader biblical and apocalyptic view of the afterlife. There is a divine judgment where each person's deeds are accounted for. And based on that judgment, the righteous will be rewarded and the wicked will be punished. This idea of divine justice and the ultimate resolution of all things is a theme that provides hope and consolation even in the face of life's uncertainties. And as I'm reading this, I'm imagining images that come into my head. We're going to go straight to the scripture real quick. This is all goes hand to hand. This is the scriptures itself. It's just here. It's just amazing how, well, everything comes together. And I had read this. I even had made papers I made prior to this, a video, but I'm not going to upload that. I'm going to upload this one. Everything happens for a reason. The questions of Esdras challenges readers to think deeply about their own lives, their relationship to God, and their place in the world. Is asked to reflect on the mysteries of existence, the things we cannot fully understand, and to trust that there is a higher purpose behind everything. It also invites us to grapple with an idea of a divine justice. While we may not always see justice in our lifetime, there is a belief that in the end, all things will be made right. The wisdom found in this book teaches us to be humble in the face of life mysteries, and to trust to that God's plans is greater than our own understanding. The questions of Esdras teaches us that while human beings have a deep desire to understand the world and of the mysteries of the existence, there are limits to our knowledge. Some things are beyond human comprehension and are meant to remain mysterious. The book emphasizes the importance of humility and trust in God, especially when faced with suffering or confusion. It is also invites readers to reflect on their role in the world, encouraging us to live in a way that aligns with divine wisdom and justice, even when we don't fully understand the bigger picture. The book focuses on the afterlife, reminds us of the importance of living justly, as our actions will ultimately be accounted for in the divine judgment. How do you respond? And this is just the questions to reflection. When faced with life mysteries, those things that seem beyond understanding, do you try to control every aspect of life? Or do you embrace the idea that some things are beyond human comprehension? What does the divine justice mean to you? How do you reconcile the existence of suffering and evil in the world with the belief in a just and loving God? You could choose an area in your life where you feel uncertain or confused, whether you have personal challenges or moral questions, or an aspect of the world that seems unjust. Spend time reflecting on this situation, acknowledging that some answers may remain beyond your understanding. Then in a prayer, on a quiet reflection, ask for wisdom and trust that even in the midst of certainty, God is guiding you. Practice surrendering the need for complete understanding and embracing the mystery of life with faith, knowing that the ultimate purpose is beyond your grasp, but still part of a larger divine plan. These exercises will help me to grow in humility and trust. Key themes found in the questions of Esdras and the revelation of Esdras. This is way awesome. I was reading the scriptures, and because remember I did posted Psalm 5 to 7. And I have a little bit of 7 here. And this is what I was reading on Psalm 7. It's just amazing. I love the scriptures. I love, there's so many good books out there, and the scriptures is one of them. And whatever is your faith and whatever you believe in, just go into your faith and your beliefs and look for a good book and meditate on whatever problem is that you're going through. Just remember this, what I'm going to tell you right now. And this is for me, but I want to share it with you. 2025 has shown me, I don't know about you all, who's really going to be in it by next year. those that had my back, those that are constantly in contact when I'm in need of. Or when I seen somebody that I seen them down, I try to reach out. Not later on when everybody has, just in a moment. We're all busy, yeah, but that's no excuse. I'm not always surrounded by a lot of people, but I'm very thankful for everything. And I know who's going to be in my life by 2026. And 2026 is going to be awesome. It's going to bring a lot of things together. It's going to have things folding into place like it should be. Gabrielle, thank you. Thank you for this beautiful, beautiful. I'm sure my granddaughter's going to take it away. So I'm going to show it before she comes and see it. Because that little girl, she loves sparkles. So I'm very thankful to you. This is very nice. It's very pretty. I'm sure she's going to put it in her little purse. She's 5. So you kind of understand why I'm talking that she will love it. I have found this in Sue Denim to Diamonds. She didn't know what it was. I mean, she obviously knew it was a brooch. But I immediately, since I got granddaughters, and I was a Barbie girl myself, I knew it was a Barbie brooch. So it's right there. It says Barbie. It's a hanger. It's a pin brooch, and she can wear it in her jacket. My oldest granddaughter is a teenager already, so she's not into this kind of thing. Whoa. But my little one is. Nothing damaged in the process, guys. It fell on my lap. Okay. So it's like a little heel. When it's signed. Let me see. Oh, yeah, it's signed. It has a signature. It's probably Avon. It has a signature right here. Let me get this. I'm going to show you right now. But it's probably Avon. I don't know why I said it's probably Avon, but no. Guys, hold on. It has a signature or something. Why did I say Avon? I don't know why the heck I say Avon, but let me see what it says. It's weird. I'm trying to read it. Hold on, guys. Let me pause this. Not even with that I could see. It probably says 1990 something Mattel, something in the heel. I don't know. It's just freaking awesome. It's like Bruce and Dennis will say, it's freaking fabulous. Barbie, very girly, has glasses, the high heel, and that. So it's very pretty. So I got that from Sue Denim to Diamonds. You know, she got some bunch of different beautiful. Most of my first jewelry that I started acquiring here in YouTube communities from resellers was from Sue, so California Vintage, and of course Elizabeth Makeup Zombie, which I can wait for her to be back and start hearing from her. I reached out, but I never so I'm letting them be, you know, and go through the little process and the big processes that she's going through, and just praying that she gets a good recovery soon and be ready for us. So the deliverance and justice, and in Psalm 7. Whoa. And he says, it's a prayer by David calling unto God to act as a righteous judge to deliver him from his enemies who he claims are persecuting him without cause. The psalm uses legal imagery with David appealing to God to judge between them, and includes a confident declaration of his own innocence and prophecy that the wicked will ultimately be punished by their own evil deeds. It transitions from a plea for help and a protest of innocence to a confident assertion of faith and concluding praise of God's righteousness. The one key theme which I love is that who God's confidence in God, like David, expresses strong faith in God as the righteous and just judge, who is a shield. I'm getting chills. For the upright, he is confident that God's justice will prevail and that God will ultimately defeat the wicked, and he ultimately will be just that, not a thief. And you know right now, that's how it will always be. And I'm very thankful to all of you that have been part of my channel. I couldn't be on this channel without any of you. You have made my channel what it is because you keep coming to it, and you always are so kind to many other people here. This is something I also want to share. Poetic justice repeat. Poetic justice. The psalm contains a vivid, and this is the meaning of Psalm 7, description of the wicked, stating that the evil will return upon their own heads. The evil deeds they have planned for others will become a trap for themselves. Transition from anxiety to praise. The psalm begins with anxiety and a cry for help, but moves to a place of certainty and praise. It ends with showing a journey from trouble to assurance. Meaning of Psalm 7 is a personal lament and a plea to God for deliverance and justice in the face of false accusations and hostility. It functions as an appeal to God, the righteous judge, to vindicate the speaker David and punish his wicked enemies. All of this wickedness, and this is a note for myself, and I put it here to share with all of you, will come at some point to an end. I guarantee you it will. Trust and believe in your faith. Trust and believe in the Father. And give it all to Him. Give it all to your faith. And you will see with your own eyes what will follow. Evil will never, ever last forever. No matter how many people following that path, it will never. He is just, I'm telling you. Psalm 8, meaning, is a hymn of praise that contrasts the vastness of God's creation with humanity exalted place within it. It emphasizes that God's majesty is a cosmos, while, and this is on 8, okay? On Psalm 8, and how God has crowned humans with glory and honor, giving them the domination over creation and demonstrating His loving care for humanity. Despite our smallness, because we are tiny, but we are greatness in so many things He gave us. Key themes of Psalm 8 is God's majesty, glory, creation. What I was just saying. The psalm begins by declaring that God's majesty name is evident in all earth. From the heavens, the moon and stars, to the tiniest creatures. This sense of God's creation leads to the central questions of the psalm. Humanity's special place. In contrast, the overwhelming size of the universe, the psalm highlights that God has made human a little lower than the heavenly beings, but crown them with glory and honor. See how special you are? Very special. Don't never question how special you are. The paradox of being small and great. The psalm presents the paradox of human existence. We are small in the grand scheme of the cosmos, yet we are significant to God, given to the God, and given a position of authority. Humanity, role and responsibility. Our role and responsibilities. Because of these exalted positions, humans are given a responsibility to rule over the works of God's hand, including animals, birds, and fish. This is often seen as a mandate for stewardship over the earth. Humility and worship. The psalm concludes by returning to the theme of God's glory, acknowledging that our exalted role that reflects God's greatness is cause for humanity and proper perspective, recognizing that we are creatures with creation, not God's over it, and that our work is an honor given by God to us. How amazing is the Lord's creation, which is us, His children. What do you think about that? And let me tell you, you guys know, and I always will tell you this over and over. Your faith is the faith that you want it to be in. You're not obligated to be in nobody's faith. When I share with you the studies of the Lord, it's because I love to share the kindness, the wisdom, the stories that maybe we are going through and we could relate through the scriptures. I just want you to know that I love you no matter what, that I love you sharing here with my channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'll be sharing these wonderful, beautiful resellers, the scriptures, jewelry, journals. The journals that I have are from Cindy Loaves, and there's many others. And Leslie Blackduck Vintage. Remember, Vintage and Vino every Saturdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Jen Gems is going to be back on January 4th, and it's going to be a Sunday, and she is going to be at 2 p.m. Central Time. And on Tuesday, that's 6th of January 2026, she'll be back with her Tuesday lives also at 1 p.m. Central Time. Okay? So with that being said, I'm very thankful for all of you. I'm very thankful for Carahel. Thank you so much. Gina Glass, thank you for giving me your giveaway from Bruce and Dennis. Look how amazing is this. It's just so beautiful. Each of these little glass right here has a beautiful design inside. Just creating this is just beautiful. It has like little crystals in between. It's just amazing. It's a beautiful, beautiful necklace. It's the first one I have like this, actually, because it's gonna be the first one I'm gonna be wearing. And every time you guys give me a gift, you know how amazing it is for me. Like, I cherished it, and I will cherish with kindness and love. This to the side, like Karen Montreal likes to wear hers, right? She gives us so many ideas. Jen B, hi. Amy, hello my jewelry friends, she has her channel. Lulu is Venus Vintage Cafe. And we also have Roberta Cotton. She has her own channel. We got Mama Juju, and we got Bruce and Dennis. Thursdays and Kirsten at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And on Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. There are so many wonderful people. Karen Montreal is on Sundays at 11:30 Eastern Time. And then it will be me, Leonard Reacts. I'll be uploading about the scriptures, about the study, the scriptures. So we stopped on Psalm 8. So next time we're going to do Psalm 9 and 10 and continuing. That will be for the following week. Thank you so much. And we are going to talk also about the revelation of Esdras. And I'm sure it has to do with those two chapters. So with that being said, thank you for being part of Lena Reacts. See you in the next video.